this huge moment. We believe that Kim Jong-un might be in that group of people there heading down these steps now towards the South Korean President Moon Jae-in for this meeting at Panmunjom House, which is actually in, and you can just see Kim Jong-un there behind that group of security guards. There he is more prominently, stepping down. The hopes of so many people riding on this meeting. This is the man who's been threatening to wipe out cities in the US and wipe out parts of Japan and South Korea in recent months, and now he's walking down these steps to shake the hand of the South Korean president. So many people hoping this meeting will lead to substantial change and a deal which could end up with the denuclearisation of North Korea. But having said that, there are people urging caution on both sides. So we might bring in John Blaxland now from ANU. John Blaxland, that handshake is taking place as we speak. How significant is this moment?
Oh, it's a groundbreaking moment, Joe. There's no question this is a very significant event. The hopes are high across the world that this will be the precursor of a truly momentous change that will see the armistice, that long-standing twilight zone between war and peace, finally reach a resolution. But I think we need to be very circumspect about how hopeful we are. This is clearly a moment of great optics, a great occasion, and the planting of the tree is very symbolic. Hopefully that symbolism will turn into some substantive finalisation of arrangements. But I think we need to be very cautious.
Yeah. In the last couple of weeks, we heard Kim Jong-un announce that he was suspending or bringing an end to the nuclear and ballistic missile tests. How significant was that in terms of getting to this point, and is there a bit of scepticism about that?
Well, look, Joe, I have to say it's more smoke and mirrors than anything else. Really, that was about positioning, that was about applying pressure on the South and on the United States to come up with a counter proposal that was going to be a reciprocation, if you like, of what appeared on the surface to be a generous gesture. But really, let's not forget that the nuclear testing facilities are in a serious state of disrepair. So there's no prospect of those really being useful anytime soon. And of course, the idea of halting testing, well, of course you're going to halt testing in the lead up to the summit unless you particularly want to sabotage the summit. So the idea of this being some wonderful breakthrough, I mean, let's hope it is, but let's be sanguine about how realistic those prospects are. This is a very cunning political operator. He has been very astute. He's been calling almost all the shots along the way. He's the one who called for this summit. He's the one who raised the stakes with the nuclear testing. He's the one who rapidly accelerated the ballistic missile testing regime. He's the one who's been engaging with China. A lot of it's on his terms, and the question is now, well, what other terms does he have up his sleeve? What other tricks are there for him to play? This is, after all, the man who is quite happy to see his half-brother assassinated. This is the man who's ruled over an extraordinarily repressive regime. So I am with you, Joe, that we want to be hopeful, and let's hope that this is a key moment. Now, Moon Jae-in, he's a sensible, very practical leader of the South. He also has great aspirations for reconciliation and for bridge building, if you like. But he must be aware of the risks here. The stakes are getting high, and this is a clever, if you like, pre-summit. This is a pre-summit for the summit that's anticipated between Kim Jong-un and President Trump. So this is laying the groundwork, if you like, for that summit. And it's got to go well for that to go, for the next one to go well. And this gives President Trump a bit of an option to examine what happens, see how Kim Jong-un deals with Moon Jae-in, see how gracious he is, see if he comes up with any additional offers, see if this is substantively the precursor of a big deal that sees the armistice, that truce at the end of the Korean War from 1953, turn into an ending of the war. But then that's linked to the whole question of denuclearisation.
John, I might just interrupt you there because we might just take a listen to a bit of the atmospherics around this unfolding in the demilitarised zone right now. And